Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Nathan Hager, joined by Bloomberg's Dan Curtis on a mostly positive morning for stocks. The latest earnings from Big Pharma looking to spoil the party just a bit. Let's start with Pfizer. What's happening there, Dan? Good morning.
Good morning, Nathan. That's right. So Pfizer shares are actually, they're pairing some of their early morning losses. They're down about 1% right now. I've seen it down about 2.5% at the extremes this morning. And we have a double dose of news. So just out, we got those fourth quarter sales of $17.5 billion, beating estimates. The company is maintaining its full year guidance of about $2.80 to $3 in earnings per share. Revenue guidance stands at the same place, around $60 billion. $5 billion of that coming from COVID-19 products. And so this is kind of the market seeing this. It's actually been coming off those lows. It's rallying a little bit as we get a better than expected fourth quarter and the guidance holds. It also, just a few minutes before earnings came out, released a study on its ultra long lasting GLP-1. That's the weight loss drugs that really had gotten the markets excited about the pharma space. Of note, those met the primary endpoint, and it's basically switching to a monthly dosing. Analysts have been a little bit excited about this general trend towards fewer shots, as it's going to see opening up the market to people who might not want to inject themselves so frequently.
We also got results from Merck. This looks like firmer disappointment in this company's earnings.
That's right. So while we did get a top and bottom fourth quarter beat, we are seeing the shares down 2.5%. The drug maker's 2026 forecasts are weighing on shares. For fourth quarter, the demand from its new pneumonia vaccine that rivals Pfizer helped push the company above estimates, but the company is forecasting $67 billion of sales this year. That is below estimates. A shadow lingering over the company is an HPV treatment, Gardasil. There's been a decline in Chinese demand for this product, which is its second biggest. The company said it's assuming no shipments to China in its forwards guidance. It's also having challenges in the U.S. for that product as U.S. health officials recommend fewer doses of vaccine. So again, that stock is down 2.5% in pre-market.
We also heard from PepsiCo. This looked like a beat when it came out. Why is the stock on the decline now?
Yeah, so it's down 1% in pre-market, and I think a nice context for this is the share was at a highest level in over a year going into the earnings. So there has been some higher expectations. There has been some buying going into the stock before we got the results. The snack and beverage company did report better than expected fourth quarter profit. It also announced a $10 billion share buyback through 2030. All good news. The 1 weak point was foods in America fell 1%, the only region that saw a contraction. You were talking about the price cuts on the show earlier. This is where those price cuts might come in. They're looking to cut prices. It's been facing some pushback from consumers who have been writing in saying that it's just too expensive to buy PepsiCo brands. They're moving to kind of the cheaper off-brand products. So the company is looking to address that. It's something that we learned about in December as it works with activist investor Elliott. So we are getting a little bit of a sell-off, but the stock was at a one-year high going into this.
In our last 30 seconds, Dan, let's talk about the stock that's lifting the market overall. That would be Palantir.
That's right. Palantir, data and analytics company. It beat fourth quarter top and bottom estimates. Government revenue grew 60%, commercial sales up 80%, both from the prior year. Company is predicting a 61% sales growth this year. That topped estimates. The earnings guidance is also above estimates. This is a bit of a bounce. We were talking about Pepsi, which is at a one-year high. Palantir going into this was down 29% going into this earnings. Right now, that stock is popping 11% in the pre-market.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.